Hi everyone, welcome back. I don't know how much editing I'm going to do on this, so there could be no editing, there could be all of the regular editing. Right now I'm not feeling like doing it. I may actually go to upload this and decide I feel like I can't not edit, but we'll see. Anyway, so it's been a few weeks. I have gotten some stuff done. Are you kidding me right now? Do you hear her ringing this bell? Literally, I started recording 41 seconds ago and she needs to go out. I guess I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back and they're gonna be crazy, so it's entirely possible that I'll be interrupted again multiple times, or they'll just be noisy, or who knows. Actually, I will be interrupted again shortly for food delivery, but I want to try and get some recording in while I can. So, summarizing my February in terms of my goals. Remember, my goal is about 5,000 stitches a month, which works out to about 167 stitches per day, assuming a 30-day month, so give or take a little bit. In February, I got 2,864 done. Considering that in January, I only got 32, or, well, I don't remember what I got done in January. You'd have to look at the last video. But between February and January, instead of 10,000 stitches, I got 6,741 stitches. So 2 months in, I am already 3,259 stitches behind my goal for the year. Woo! I'm doing awesome. Anyway, so part of the problem is I was only getting in 100 stitches a day. I was going for my goal on the hate cell and then I was stopping, and I remember the whole point of not having the larger goal on the hate cell was so I could work on other things, but I wasn't working on other things. So I've reframed. The new goal is 200 stitches a day. It's not going to be on the hate cell, more in a minute. But I'm also going to try this month to make up some of the stitches that I missed. To completely be caught up by the end of March, I have to do 309 stitches a day. Am I going to do that much? Oh, heck no. No way. Once I get back to work next week, I am not going to have time to do that many stitches. In fact, the rest of this week, I probably won't have time to do that many stitches because, well, life update stuff. I'm not going to get caught up. I've met me. I know how this is going to go. I am not going to get 309 stitches done every single day from now until the end of March. But I'm going to try to make up as much as I possibly can. And then moving forward, I'll do better because I know better now. 167 stitches a day, not 100. I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't thinking. That's exactly what it was, is I wasn't thinking. So that's where I stand on my goal. Okay, I think they just accidentally hit it. I don't think that was an actual ring. Progress. Whips. Knitting whip. I'm doing really well on this. My goal is to finish it in the next 2 weeks. This is the Easy Goes It shawl by Finicky Creations. I am knitting this in Glaciers by Sock Obsession Yarns. And if I have a video of the last time I showed it to you, I will stick it up here somewhere. Don't hold your breath. Like I said, I don't feel like editing. And this one's kind of hard to show. And here is where I am right now. So there's the start. And here's where I'm at right now. And I'm loving the color of this shawl. And I have 32 rows left to go. but they are ever increasing. You can see they get ever wider as we go. So I'm aiming for this to be done within the next 2 weeks. Fingers crossed, within the next month. It has to be done by May 2nd because I've kind of hinted at this a little bit, but I hadn't actually told you. This coming May, I am going to the UK for 10 days. I am going to be spending time with the rest of the Coven. Most of the rest of the Coven. Unfortunately, Stitchy Rin is not going to be able to join us this time in person. They will be joining us virtually, but I am going to be in the same country, nay, in the same room as Mad Morti and The Brom, Stitchycatlady Joe, Wolf Down the Rabbit Hole Jen, and CraftyRogueGamer Georgie. And I am beyond excited. I can't wait to get there. I can't wait to see everybody face to face. We've known each other for several years now. This will be the first time that we've ever met in person. We are having a little mini stitching retreat. And then, and this part is really, this is really getting me nervous. Then I'm going to spend 5 days in London. I have never traveled internationally before by myself. And I am frankly freaking terrified of this whole 5 days in London by myself. I'm also super duper excited. I know I can do it, and I know it's going to be a lot of fun, and I get to choose exactly what I want to do every day. So I'm really excited. I'm excited about the gathering. I'm excited about getting to see London. I decided I don't really have enough time to do anything else justice. That's why I'm just going to go back to London. 5 days in London, I am not going to run out of stuff to do. And the next time I go over, then maybe I can go visit Scotland or Cambridge or all of the other places that are on my list that I need to go see. But for now, Coven Gathering, London. And I need to have this shawl done because one of the things I'm planning to do is I have this dress. It's by a company called Wool and they offer a... Okay, so back. Where was I? Wool and, that's it. So I'm trying to be a little bit more deliberate in my clothing choices. Pick things that last a little bit longer, a little bit more sustainably made, so on and so forth. And so I got this dress from Wool and one of the challenges that they run is to wear the dress every day for 100 days in a row and see exactly, first of all, how easy it is to take care of the dress, how lightweight, comfortable, it's easy to style. Today I've got a cardigan on, and one of the reasons that I'm making the shawl is so that when I take it to the UK with me, one day I can wear it with the shawl. That basically, and it's easy to clean, and to kind of give you an idea of like, I think people worry that, oh, well, if I wear the same clothes too often, people will notice and judge me. And one of the points is that people don't think about necessarily what you're wearing as much as maybe you do, or you worry that they do. So I'm trying this. I'm 6 days in. So far, I really do like it. It's a super comfortable dress, and I've worn it a bunch of different ways. I've worn it with leggings under it, with the cardigan on over it. Just, you know, like with a belt, plain, with just some cute shoes. And it's comfortable for just hanging around the house in, which is important for me right now because I don't start work until a week from tomorrow. As I'm filming this, it is Sunday evening, May 11th? May 10th. May. I'm ready for May. Can you tell? March 10th. It's March 10th, Sunday evening. So I've just started that. Anyway, all of that to say, here's how far I've gotten on my shawl, and I love it. I think it's so pretty, and I'm excited for it. And Charlie, that is not yours. Leave it alone. Okay, so I got super sidetracked. Didn't mean to talk about dress challenge, didn't mean to talk about a lot of things, but I don't mean a lot of things, it's just... If you're new here, this is pretty much par for the course. I don't ever intend to go off on tangents, but that's what happens anyway. And since I came back, the lighting in here is really yellow. Will this help? No, that doesn't help. That just makes it worse. Okay, well, the lighting in here was better earlier, and then I stupidly took time off to eat my dinner, and now the lighting sucks, and I wonder. I have a new ring light, so it's still yellow. I hope it doesn't look that way when I actually do the, and that's too bright, I can't see. Brain, stay in one place. Okay, we're talking about whips. Yes, whips. And I showed you the knitting whip. And okay, that's where we are, Carrie. Focus. Focus. First whip, and it is going into timeout, is the Haid Sal. I was doing Rainbow Dragons. As I said, I don't think I'm going to do any editing, but if I do, there will be a... last time I showed it to you, it looked like this picture popping up at some point shortly. So here is as far as I got. I was doing pretty well on my 2,500 stitches for the month of February. And then all of this Haid drama. I'm not saying anything in terms of like taking a side, largely because I don't know anybody, I don't know anything enough to really take a side, but all of the drama has really turned me off to working on this piece. So I'm not going to. And I'm gonna think about, like right now I'm turned off from working on any of that stuff. And I am going to think about it with what information that I have and decide how I feel about what I know, which again, there's always two sides of the story, or there's three sides or more. It's N+1 sides of the story. Each individual involved, be that 1, 2, 3, well, not 1, 2, 3, 4, plus the truth. Because everybody has their own perspective. Even if you think you're being 100% honest, you're still seeing things from your perspective. And so anyway, and there I'm off on another tangent. Anyway, Haid Sal. Not going to work on it right now. Because the drama has just kind of stressed me out and I don't like thinking about it. And when I work on that, I think about it. So I'm just not going to work on it for now. So what have I been working on since I haven't been working on that? Well, I pulled out, first I worked on my Saxony Santa because I am actually intending to finish that at some point. And now that I have found it, after losing it during two different stages of the move, I have found it and I've started working on it again. I finished all of the stitching, all of the back stitch. There wasn't a whole lot of back stitch on it. And I am currently working on the beading. And so here's where this is at right now. And I am loving working on it. I'm not a huge fan of beading, but this is kind of fun. So I'm working my way through it. maybe finish it this week. Definitely by my next Flosstube, it will be finished and I will be ready to start a new smaller project to keep me tided over in between working on my big project. And my big project right now, the one that I am choosing to work on, shouldn't be a surprise because it's the one that I have been pulling out a lot lately, because I'm going to finish it. I'm going to finish this project. It is Autumn Lane Stitchery's The Witch's Spell. And I am doing this on 16 count Atlantis by Stitch Me, and I had a page finished. So I had a page finished, and now I'm working on starting page 4, or page 3, I mean. Page 1 and 2 are done. And here is what I've gotten done so far. So just barely started over here up on page 3. Again, 16 count Atlantis by Stitch Me. Love, love, love the way this one is turning out. So exciting. I forgot. I have one thing I need to show you. I don't have an FO, but I have an FFO, or in this case, an FFFO. Finally fully finished object. I gotta grab that. Okay, here we go. This is probably the oldest finished item in my to be fully finished pile. And so I took it over to Clary's Custom Framing and Art in Auburn earlier this month, and it has now arrived back. And here it is. No glare from the ring light. So instead we'll have glare from everything else. There we go. All of the white, since it's been a super long time since I've talked about this, all of the white was done in glow-in-the-dark floss. So when I had this framed, this is not UV safe glass, so that it will get some light so that at night it will glow in the dark like it is supposed to. This was the Wonders of Space Stitch Along 2020. I think it was 2020 that was the sale. It's by Climbing Goat Designs, and I loves it. So that's what I've been working on. Plans for this month: I'm going to keep working on The Witch's Spell. I am going to finish Saxony Santa, and then I will pick another smaller project to work in between bursts of working on The Witch's Spell. And then I might start something new. I have something in mind. I'm just trying to decide if I actually want to do it or not. So, before we get on to plans, or not plans, I just did plans. Before we get on to haul and reading, watching, listening to your life update, Charlie, come here. Charlie, Charlie. You two don't need to play loud, huh? Life with dogs. So before I get into all of that stuff, question of the week. I had one in my head and it has gone away. First of all, thank you to everybody who responded to the last question of the week, which was any must-see Flosstubers that you think I might not have heard of. I got a few good recommendations that way, and I can't wait to check them out. I remember what my question of the week is. Since I can turn this back on. Squirrel. Since I am going to be traveling specifically for the purpose of stitching, what is the one thing that if you don't take with you when you travel with in terms of stitching or any other projects that you do? I might also take some knitting. What's the one thing that you kick yourself if you forget? For me, it used to be when I'd be working on things like the witch's spell, some of my witchy stitcher pieces, deal struck. A lot of my projects have a lot of black floss, and I have a mini cone of doom, and it would never fail. I would leave to go work on something that was predominantly black, and I would forget to cut off black floss to take with me. So cuttings from my cones of doom. I have two other ones. I have a cone of 37.99 and a cone of B5200. That would be the thing I always forget, and I'm always kicking myself. But what is the one thing that if you forget it, you're kicking yourself the entire time? Or what is the one must-have item that you need to take with you for your stitching when you travel? Maybe it's something that you have that you don't use when you stitch at home. I don't know. That's why I'm asking. I need somebody to tell me so that when I get ready to go traveling, I make sure I can run through a checklist of things that I need to have with me. Okay, that's all the stitchy stuff. So if this is where you leave me, I hope that you have a wonderful few weeks until I see you next. If you'd like to stick around for haul and or further on down the line, reading, watching, listening to, or life updates, stick around. I got some cute, fun stuff. First, I have my Nashville needlework stuff. And I actually didn't get a lot this year. When I got my package, I was looking at it like that's really all I got. I was remarkably restrained this year. Or this 6 months. We'll see what happens when we get around to August. So, that is freebies. I am missing one item. Oh, I have canines. They get curious. No, I'm not missing it. It's just stuck. Okay. So, I got from Barefoot Needle Art, Shadows of the Shore. From Sambry Stitches. I got the Bigfoot sampler. And from Praiseworthy Stitches, I got the little mummy kit. So it's got this little mummy bucket, and it's got everything you need to make a witch pumpkin pin cushion. Focus. There we go. And then also from Praiseworthy Stitches, I got the Haunted Casket Again kit. You can see the casket on the back. So yeah, that's all I got this year. Restrained. Like, hello, who am I? Actually, a lot of it wasn't my speed this time around, which made it a little bit easier to be a little bit more restrained. But I got tons and tons of squishy stuff. All the squishies. Okay, first, fabrics of the month. My March fabric of the month from Mystic Fabrics is Limeade. And from the Stitch Me, my February fabric of the month, color month for me, and this is called We Can't Elope. Cantaloupe. Love me a good pun. I won't put that in there because that'll get crinkly. Okay, and then I got lots of squishy stuff. So these two, I forgot I even ordered. I ordered them back in January, and it must have just, the order must have gotten lost, or they must have accidentally oversold or something, because like February, like a month later, I got the shipping notice for these. These are from Sock Obsessions Yarns. And it is Lost in Chocolate Museum. And Cooling Lava. Then I have found new places to get yarn from, and Arcane Fiberworks. I've already spent way too much money there. This is Out of This World. This is Stand Tall. This is a flamingo color palette, as if we're surprised. This is Astronaut Dreams. Mystic River. And Behold. And I've got like a ton more that I want to get from them. It's, again, going to be really bad for my wallet that I found them. Another one that it's not really great for my wallet that I found is Dragon Horde yarn. And the first thing I got was the pattern for the Dragon Academy cowl. And again, I'm not going to do any editing, but if you just go to Dragon Horde yarn, you'll be able to see the Dragon Academy cowl pattern. And this is the color palette that I chose. It's the Raven, Heirloom, and Foundling are the names of the yarns. And then I'm hoping that I adequately covered the password for getting the pattern, because I bought it, you didn't. And last, and I'm super excited about these. This is, sorry about the crinkles. I'm just now looking at this and realizing exactly how well they're packaged. These are from their they call it their Dragon Academy collection. It's Fourth Wing. We all know it. And if the Dragon Academy theme didn't give it away, the names of the yarns will. This is Silver One. And this has got to be my favorite yarn that I have bought in the last year. And I mean, not in 2024, like the 3 months of 2024. I mean, since last March. This is Summoner. Look at that. This is the color I actually wanted to do my shawl in. I ain't mad at glaciers, but can you just see it? I might have to do another one. I love it. I love it. Or maybe I'll just leave it and look at it because it's so pretty. So pretty. So anyway, that's all I have for haul. I've got a dog ringing a bell, but she doesn't need to go out because she was just out. She's being a brat. Okay, reading, watching, listening to. I've been doing a lot of reading this year, I'm trying to get 52 books done this year, and that's a combination of audiobooks and reading physical books. I used to be a snob about audiobooks. I used to think it didn't count as reading. Hell yes, it counts as reading, and it's a great way to get some books in when you don't have time to do it any other way. So the first book that I finished was the audiobook for The Disappearing Spoon, which is a book about the periodic table of the elements. It's by Sam Keen. It was okay. I probably shouldn't have listened to it on audio. It needed a lot more focus than I could give it while I was driving and doing other things. But it had some very interesting parts. So I enjoyed it overall. I wouldn't call it one of my favorites though. I'm not sure the last time that I talked to you if I had finished The Silent Patient or not. That was a great book. I really enjoyed that book. So even if I had before, I'm going to tell you The Silent Patient. Good book. I think it's Alex Michaelides, something like that. Then I read The Housemaid, Frida McFadden. I thought overall it was a good book. The ending is pretty out there though. I had a really hard time swallowing the ending, so it kind of ruined it a little bit for me. But it was pretty good right up until the end, and then I was like, no. So we'll see. It's the first in a series. Maybe I'll pick up the second one and see if it redeems itself. I don't know. Right now I've got so many other books I need to read that I don't know. I read that one because it was for my book club for my last job. And so I read it. Watching, nothing is immediately jumping out at me as something that I need to tell you about. So I won't. Life update. I've pretty much already said it. I will be starting my new job next week. Charlie is getting spayed Wednesday. So I am not looking forward to keeping her on restricted activity. We'll see how it goes. I am sending Sis to daycare on the days that I can, hoping that that might help her stay a little calmer. But we'll see. And then I'm going to England. Well, to the UK, because actually I'm going to be in Wales too. Can you tell I'm a little excited? So anyway, that is all I have for you. I hope that everybody has a great week. Fantastic couple of weeks until we talk again. Happy St. Patty's Day. Let's see what else. Probably, I don't know, might see you before Easter if you celebrate that, might not, don't know. Yeah, because I don't know what my schedule is going to be. I'm going to start this new job and life is going to get crazy again. Like a certain dog that won't stop ringing a bell. So I need to go try to figure out what the heck she wants. And stay safe, stay healthy. See you next time. Bye.